Ladies and gentlemen of the IWC and the YWC, I want you guys to grab a number 2 pencil, a blank sheet of paper, and take a seat. Because, folks, class is in session. There's the reason why I'm wearing 3D glasses is because I'm about to fucking be your fucking teacher for the fucking evening. Please, you can call me Mr. Chris. Have a seat. What have we learned tonight on this edition of Monday Night Raw? I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to go right out of the fucking gate. This show was fucking terrible. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. This show tonight, this 3-hour episode of Monday Night Raw, made the second and third hour of TLC look good. That's just common fact. You guys want a lesson, a class lesson here? Lesson number 1. When it comes to fucking Raw and SmackDown and these main roster pay-per-views, you always have to book ahead. Always. Always. You always have to book ahead. Lesson number 2. You always have to book the worst case scenario. Because 99.9% when you want to see something good, it's the complete opposite. Completely fucking terrible. This show sucked tonight. This show is fucking awful. Awful. We got a 1-hour gauntlet match that made no fucking sense whatsoever. And on top of that, we got no winner in this gauntlet match. Terrible. Terrible. An hour wasted of my time that I will never, ever get back. Lesson number 3, folks. Lesson number 3, and this is the most important fucking lesson of them all. Don't be a fucking idiot on social media who defends this show every single week. You're not getting clout out of it. You're not going to gain any fucking type of sponsorship on your fucking 10 subscriber YouTube channel or your 25 follower shit on Twitter. No. When it comes to Raw and SmackDown and main roster pay-per-views, I am not afraid to speak the truth. I'm not. You always have to fucking spread logic and truth to these fucking people in this community. If you don't open your eyes and if you don't use your brain and you don't use your ears, when it comes to this fucking shit on the main roster that we see every single week, there's no saving you whatsoever. Hopefully, after watching this fucking review for you guys can fucking be one step closer of being smarter. I'd rather be a smart wrestling fan that knows what the fuck I'm talking about than be on social media sucking cock and clout chasing all over social media about WWE main roster shows as if Raw and SmackDown. If you guys are going to defend this fucking show, don't even waste your fucking breath. You know damn well, deep down inside you folks, this show was god fucking awful. And to be honest with you, this 3-hour show that we got tonight made the last 2 hours of TLC look good. How is that genuinely possible? I have no idea. Hopefully, after you guys watch the review, this makes you look smarter and be smarter and feel a lot smarter. Hopefully, after this review, you guys can feel the power, no pun intended to New Day. Hopefully, this review makes you feel the power, no pun intended, of a smart, intelligent wrestling fan who knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Ready for this review? I'm going to say this right now. This show sucked. Sucked. This show is fucking terrible, a waste of everybody's time. And let me say this right now. I wouldn't put it past this company whatsoever to book the exact same shit you booked this year going into 2020 and the rest of the decade, of the upcoming decade that we're about to be upon. After watching Monday Night Raw tonight, let me tell you something right now. After watching this 3-hour show of Monday Night Raw tonight, I see this show completely fucking hopeless in 2020. You guys saw that 1995 was a bad year for WWE. You guys thought that 2017 was just as bad. You guys thought that 2018 was just as bad. Well, let me tell you something, you stupid fucking idiot. 2019 will go down in the record books in the history of this company as the worst creative year of all time. Garbage. There is people in this community that accept garbage. There will be people in this community that will defend garbage. There'll be people in this community that will accept mediocrity. If you defend this show every single week, you are the same kinds of people that want AEW out of business. You are the same kinds of people that enjoyed this Lana, Rusev, and Lashley storyline. You are the same people that was sucking Roman Reigns' cock from 2015 to 2018. I don't want to hear nothing. Nothing. I am a realist of a fucking wrestling fan that will spit nothing but facts and logic. And if you can't accept that, if you don't see the fucking truth, well, guess what? There's no saving you whatsoever. Yeah, I will probably get a comment down below saying, oh, Chris, you look so fucking ridiculous wearing fucking 3D glasses. I am a teacher for this whole entire review. Take notes, folks. Get your pencil and your fucking paper ready because we're about to fucking take notes about this entire fucking show. We are going to dissect this entire show from the beginning all the way down to the main event of this show tonight. Class, folks, is in session. This is Logic Gap 101. I am Professor Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. Welcome to class, folks. Have a seat and sit the fuck down. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Monday, December 16th, 2019. I appreciate every single one of you guys showing support over the last couple of days on the channel. Although I have not uploaded no fucking Dynamite or NXT or SmackDown because SmackDown, from what I heard, SmackDown was decent. NXT was a great show. AEW was a great show. I just had my fucking OBS acting up, so I couldn't fucking record anything. I tried recording Dynamite, couldn't do it. I tried recording NXT, my OBS was fucking up. And SmackDown, I chose not to record SmackDown. But there you guys go. If you guys thought that Monday Night Raw was completely fucking garbage, hit that thumbs up, please. Leave a comment down below. Let out your frustration on this fucking show tonight. Leave it down below in the comment section. If you guys missed Monday Night Raw tonight, God bless you. I don't blame you whatsoever. I heard that fucking they were taping 2 episodes of Raw, one for tonight and obviously one for next week. Because everybody will be off next week because of the fucking Christmas holiday. So everybody will be off next week. So that's why next week we are getting a taped show. Next week. And let me say this right now. I might not even want to record Raw next week. It's a taped show. It's a taped show. I don't care. It's a taped show. I got spoilers on Raw for next week. If you guys want to know the spoilers on Raw, it's on Twitter. If you guys want to know the actual spoilers for next week, you guys can DM me on Twitter at Chris from Lauren. You guys can DM me on Twitter. I'll be more than happy to give you guys the spoilers, but unless if you guys find the spoilers for next week, then God bless you, because I will not be recording. Most likely, I will not be recording Raw Review next week. Although Raw Review does the most views on my fucking channel, Raw Review does good for me on my channel as well as AEW Dynamite. So there you guys go. Knowing me, I'll probably record it for next week. But then again, depending how the show is, I probably might not even record it next week. So there you guys go. If you guys thought Raw was garbage, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Raw tonight. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support. Hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on those guys for all notifications. As we are just two subscribers away from 200. Mind you, I started YouTube on January 5th. I remember the exact video that I did. I reacted to a Ryan Satin tweet on Hulk Hogan because of what happened to Mean Gene Okerlund that passed away around last year, or this year, around back in January. And I remember Ryan Satin doing a tweet, and I reacted to that tweet because I hate Ryan Satin so much. And, of course, the majority of the community hates fucking Ryan Satin, but you know how that goes. So I remember vividly, exactly around 11 months ago, I was reacting to a Ryan Satin tweet about Hulk Hogan coming back to pay tribute to Mean Gene Okerlund on a random edition of Monday Night Raw. That's what I remember. So I'm about to make a year of YouTube. My God. If I can hit 200 subs before 2020 starts, that will mean the world to me. 200 subs in 12 months? I'll take it, dude. I'll fucking take it. Although I should be having more than 250, but it is what it is. Anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support. Hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. TLC review is live on the channel right now as we fucking speak. As of this recording, TLC has 124 views with 21 thumbs up. I appreciate all the support from TLC review. And like I said last night, the first hour of TLC was solid. The second and third hour of TLC, garbage. Tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw fucking made TLC last night look good. TLC reviews live on the channel right now. The Roman Reigns agenda is back in full force, folks. If you guys do not believe me, suck my dick. TLC reviews live on the channel right now. Link to this video will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Also, check out the reaction video that I did back on Wednesday. Garrett Cole signed a 9-year, $324 million contract with the New York Yankees. Yeah, hey, Christina, I know, Christina. Your Red Sox suck. Love you, though, sis, but still, your Red Sox suck. But congrats to the fucking Nationals, because I know you're also a Nationals fan. So congrats to you guys winning the World Series. It's time for the Yankees now to finally win a chip in 2020. Big things will happen for the Yankees in 2020. Anyways, link to this video will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. And also will be down below in the description. This reaction video. Oh, sorry about that. This reaction video and also TLC review. Both these links will be down below in the description as well as the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Make sure you guys also follow me on social media, man. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast. And speaking of the podcast, I'll probably give you guys a video on that on Friday. I'll probably give you guys a podcast on Friday before I hit the Jersey. I was supposed to go to Jersey last weekend, but I'll probably go to Jersey this weekend because of Jessica's uncle's birthday party this weekend. So I'll have a good time. I'll have some sort people say, the little bit of the bubbly. A little bit of the bubbly. And yes, I'll be wearing my fucking little bit of the bubbly t-shirt on that party because I'll be having the bubbly all fucking night. So there you guys go. Anyways, speaking of the podcast, I will be receiving a box, a crate from Pro Wrestling Crate. They already shipped it to me. I'm supposed to get it within the next 2 to 10 business days. I think 2 to 5, I believe. I believe within the next 2 to 5 business days. So I'll probably get it sometime between this weekend or probably next week. If anything, if you guys want to see a Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing here on the channel, I'll probably give it to you guys most likely next week. If I get the fucking box this week, you guys will get it on Friday's podcast. I'll probably give you guys a podcast on Friday because I'll be in Jersey. So I'll probably give you guys a podcast on Friday. I'll probably unbox it. If not, if I don't get it this week, then 100% I should be getting the box next week. I'll give you guys a unboxing segment on the podcast within this week or next week. But anyways, this is the official home of the Reality Podcast. So make sure you guys are following me on social media. Instagram, at your boy Chris YT. Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And like I said, folks, if you guys are enjoying the content, if you like what you see on the content with Raw Review, Dynamite Review, SmackDown Review, NXT Review, the podcast, and if you guys want to see more reaction videos, be sure to show your support. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells, guys. For all notifications, we are 2 subs away from 200. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I am 2 subs away from 200. If I can hit 200 by the end of this year or before Christmas, I will be one happy fella. One happy fella. Raw review tonight. We're going to begin with Seth Rollins. Classes in session, folks. Classes in session. Sit down. have your number 2 pencil ready or your blue and black ink pen and a blank sheet of paper. Raw kicked off with Seth Rollins. Raw opens with a look back at last week's shocking, quote unquote, shocking heel turn for Seth Rollins and subsequent attack on Kevin Owens. We go live to the arena in Des Moines, Iowa, in Seth Rollins' home state, hometown boy Seth Rollins. Ooh. So, Raw tonight is in Des Moines, Iowa. So, of course, you have to kick off the show with Seth Rollins because he's a hometown boy. Rollins is making his way to the ring with AOP. Well, not AOP. He was there by himself. Rollins is a heel. And I know JD mentioned this on Twitter, so I have to shout him out for even tweeting this and mentioning this. Rollins is a heel. Why is he coming out with fire and pyro? The man is the heel. Yes, someone on social media wants to say, oh, but Edge had fucking pyro and fire during his entrance. So what? So what? Edge is a Hall of Famer. Edge is one of the greatest of all time. Edge is one of the greatest superstars of all time. If Edge wants fucking shit, let him have shit on his fucking entrance. But Rollins is a natural fucking heel. Why does he have fucking fire and pyro in his fucking entrance? Can I ask why? We go out to the arena in Des Moines, Iowa, and out comes the hometown boy, Seth Rollins, making his way to the ring alone. Seth says he wants to introduce the first 2 men who chose to live on the right side of history. Akam and Razor, the authors of pain, make their entrance wearing suits and shake Seth's hand. Now, I was saying this to myself on Twitter. If we do not get a certain type of explanation or a stable name of this Rollins, Akam, and Razor team, then what the fuck are we doing here? If we didn't get some sort of explanation on why Rollins did what he did last week, on why Rollins aligned himself with the AOP, what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here? So, Seth says that when he debuted on NXT, everyone said he was the future of WWE. And when he showed up on the main roster, people say he was the future. And this past year, he did the unthinkable twice. Not once, twice. In pinning Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and at SummerSlam to be exact. So if you're taking notes, Rollins beat Lesnar at WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Which one of the 2 matches was better? I would have to say SummerSlam. In my opinion, SummerSlam. Although WrestleMania was pretty good. WrestleMania's match with Rollins and Lesnar was good, but in my opinion, SummerSlam was that much better because of the intensity of that matchup. Made it a lot better. And people said Seth is the future when he beat Lesnar twice. And it wasn't just fans, it was other superstars, it was corporate management, everybody. But then something changed. And people started to question his leadership. Take notes, folks. When Rollins said, but then something changed and people started to question his leadership. He says he needs to explain something. Being a leader is not about being cool. It's about making decisions for the sake of progress. Rollins said when something changed, people started to question his leadership. People started to feel the change when Rollins was feuding with Wyatt, with The Fiend. And that's when everything changed. The second Rollins was feuding with Wyatt, after Clash of Champions, boom. That's when everything changed. Everything changed. So people are going to say, oh, but the change was when Rollins turned heel a few weeks ago. No. The change happened when Rollins was feuding with Wyatt before Hell in a Cell. So that was the change that Rollins was talking about. Rollins says Kevin Owens doesn't get that, and what happened to him was a tragedy. Seth says he tells us the truth every step of the way, and that isn't going to change. So here it is. He is a leader. Rollins, you're not even the best superstar on your fucking roster. You're not a leader. You are not a leader. You're self-proclaiming yourself as a leader. But no way, my friend. You're a fucking leader in this fucking roster. Probably somewhere sort of Pop is fucking jerking off to a Seth Rollins poster in his room. Fucking clown. Fucking clown. He says he's going to lead the company and the industry into the next decade. And he will do so kicking and screaming if he has to. He will impose his will, and if you resist, AOP will enforce his will. Okay, I like that line. Not gonna lie to you, I like that line. Now, there's something he needs to address. This is something that isn't going to be popular, but he has a score to settle, and it will be settled tonight. At some point, I don't know. So he's going to apologize right now for what he's going to do tonight. And whatever he does tonight, he's sorry. Just the microphone, and then goes. Did this explain anything that Seth Rollins do last week? No. Hell no. So you people in the community that says, oh, Chris, but Rollins explained what he did last week. In what sense or form? Did he bring back what he did last week? No. Did he mention anything that he did last week? No. So what is this explanation? Talk about Rollins being a leader. A leader of what? Of the stable? Yeah. But if you want to call yourself the leader of this Raw roster, you are far, far mistaken, my friend. Far mistaken. Rollins is not even the best superstar on his fucking roster. There's a few superstars that's better than Seth Rollins right now. For example, Drew McIntyre. Where was Drew on this show? I don't know. I don't know. This segment did nothing for me. Rollins promo, not gonna lie to you, he sounded good. But what did this explanation mean to what he did last week? Nothing. Did we get a fucking some sort of hint that will be a stable name for Rollins, Akam, and Razor? Maybe that's something has to do with Enforce. Maybe the Enforcers. Maybe the Enforcers. That's what they'll probably call themselves. The Enforcers. But this segment did nothing for me. Rollins' words, although it sounded good, did nothing for me. People in the DJ Storms groups that were telling me, oh, Rollins cut a babyface promo, but as a heel, with heel expressions. That's what I got also. I gotta agree. The exact same thing. So what did we learn in this segment, folks, if you guys are taking notes? Rollins did not explain himself at all on what he did last week. Didn't mention it at all. And he just sounds the same way he's been sounding last week. Calling himself a leader, fucking beating Brock Lesnar not once but twice. It's the same shit he said last week. It's the same shit he said last week. That's what I'm going to technically put it there, if you guys are taking notes. Rollins, his promo tonight was the same thing as last week. And did this segment do anything for me? No. So it shouldn't do anything for you. Use your brain, folks. Use your brain. We go to commercial. Well, Samoa Joe. After this segment was over, Samoa Joe was technically putting them over. So I'm thinking to myself, is Samoa Joe going to join Rollins and the Authors of Pain on this stable? I wouldn't mind it. Although Samoa Joe is doing a phenomenal job as a freaking commentator until he's cleared. According to reports, Samoa Joe is still not cleared yet to wrestle. So he's going to be on commentary until he's cleared. Maybe when he's cleared, he joins Rollins and AOP. I wouldn't mind that. I think that would be fucking fantastic. I think one thing that Rollins and the AOP is missing is that intensity. Samoa Joe will be that perfect guy as their intensity man, the man full of intense, and put it and spread it towards Rollins and AOP. I said this last week. When Rollins was cutting that promo last week, I seen Roman doing this. I saw Roman doing this. The fact that they're doing this with Rollins, I'll give it some time. But if one thing fucks up here, I'm going to shit all over it. I'm going to shit all over it. We still want this explanation on why Rollins did what he did last week. Why did he align himself with AOP last week? That's all I want to know. Did we get that tonight? No. Fuck no, we did not. Rollins was technically saying the same shit that he said last week. It is what it is. Moving on. So we get the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders, make their way to the ring. They will face the OC in a rematch from last night after the break. And what did I say? What did I say on this TLC review last night? What did I say? They was going to put a fucking matchup from the TLC pay-per-view and put it on Monday Night Raw. What did I say last night? It's like I see the future. I saw the future coming in the TLC review last night. I seen the future. We got a rematch between the Viking Raiders and the OC. Come back from commercial break. The OC come out and Carl Anderson tells the crowd to shut up. He says they'll be the first to admit that the Viking Raiders are the most unstoppable tag team to hit World Wrestling Entertainment in decades. But there's only one tag team that holds a victory over them, which is the OC. That is a true fact. The OC pinned the Viking Raiders at fucking Crown Jewel. If you're taking notes. He continues last night, the Viking Raiders sacrificed themselves with dangerous dives outside of the ring to make sure they didn't lose twice to them. Gallows says the ugly some bitches in the ring may be the Raw Tag Team Champions, but they're not the best tag team in the world. Hey, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, those contracts are fucking worth it, right? Being the best tag team in the world, yet you're still losing matches. Ever since you won the best tag team in the world trophy, you've lost like what, 2-3 matches tops? Not really being the best tag team in the world there, huh? Not really. But those 5-year contracts are looking good, right? All that money, all that money that you signed for, they look really good, right? At the end. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. We get the Viking Raiders versus the OC from a rematch from TLC last night. Clash, this is the typical, and I'll save this on Twitter. I said this on Twitter. This is the typical WWE booking decision 101. You take a match from TLC last night, you put it on Monday Night Raw the following night after a pay-per-view. Only this time, you have the champion lose on this show. Another lesson you guys should learn. When it comes to Raw and SmackDown or NXT or AEW, champions, and I repeat this on any fucking wrestling show, not a pay-per-view, a show, a weekly show, champions should never, ever, ever lose on live television. That is the biggest lesson of the fucking night. Champions should never, ever, ever lose on live television. I don't care if you're a world champion, intercontinental champion, US champion, women's tag team champion, or fucking Raw or SmackDown tag team champions. Or whatever champion it is in your other fucking company. Champions should never, ever, ever lose on live television. The OC beat the Viking Raiders on live television. I guarantee you, either we get this next week or on the last Raw of 2019, we'll get a Raw Tag Team title match. Guarantee you. You know that they are going to stack up that show, that last Raw of 2019. They're going to stack up that show as big as possible. Guarantee you. We either get that match next week or the last Raw of 2019 on December 30th. Guarantee you. Why are you booking your champions to lose on live television? Now the OC is warrant a Raw Tag Team title shot. Because what? Because they beat the champions on live television. How does that make sense? There's no tag team division on Monday Night Raw. So, of course, you're going to book another fucking Viking Raiders OC match on this episode of Raw. Because why? Because you have no tag team division. You have no tag team division, folks. Hope you guys are taking notes here. Viking Raiders lose to the OC on this edition of Raw. I ask why. I will go over the homework assignment for you guys on the end of the show, on the end of the review. I will give you guys a homework assignment right after. Viking Raiders lose to the OC. Ivar tags in and gets thrown into Gallows by Eric for a near fall. Gallows avoids the Viking experience. Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer. Tags Anderson, who raised the eyes of Eric on the ropes. Anderson hits a running European uppercut, then looks for a kick in the corner, but gets caught and hits a spine buster. Ivar takes it to the top rope and looks for a moonsault, but Gallows puts Anderson out of the way. Anderson knocks Eric from the apron, hits the magic killer to Ivar, and gets the victory. OC gets a victory over the Viking Raiders, and I guarantee you either next week or the week after, we'll get a Raw Tag Team title match between these two teams. Guarantee you. This match did nothing for me, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Although the match did nothing for me, it was better than last night. This match was better than the one match they had last night. It was better, but at the end of the day, it did nothing for me. Although it was good. Why are you having your champions lose on live television? That's all I gotta say. OC wins. Do you even care? No. Good. Moving on. We see a video from last week when Sarah Schreiber tried to find out what was in Eric Rowan's cage. He told her it's a loved one he would go to the nth floor of Earth for. Rowan is making his way ringside next. We get the OC backstage celebrating with AJ Styles, who says he's going to take out Randy Orton tonight and complete the night. He says he wants to take care of this on his own. He's looking forward to this, and he plans on ending Randy's career. Yeah, sure. We get Eric Rowan versus Dante Leon. I would love to know what is in Eric Rowan's cage. Is it his charisma? Is it his fucking release papers? Is it fucking missing chocolate chip cookies from fucking Titus Catering? What's in the cage? What's in the cage? Is it fucking his dignity? His release papers? His charisma? His microphone skills? What is it? A cat? A dog? A snake? What is it? Is it the fucking Boston Red Sox? Is it the fucking all the fucking degenerates and all the fucking cretins of fucking social media? I doubt it would fucking fit there. I doubt it. Is it his phone that he doesn't want his wife to look at on fucking social media? What is it? What is in the fucking cage? I don't know and I don't care. I'm just making fucking examples of what it could be. Take notes, folks. I didn't care. Eric Rowan is continuing to be fed to jobbers and losers on Monday Night Raw. Who the fuck is Dante Leon? Ain't nobody. That's who he is. A nobody. But he got paid for this fucking appearance, so there you go. He got paid just to do this fucking appearance. W for you, because you got paid. W. But still, who the fuck is he? No one knows, no one cares. Eric Rowan wins. Leon leaves the ring right away and looks to run around it. But Rowan goes after him. The kid crosses under the ring and goes around the side of the cage, but Rowan runs at him and he turns tail. Rowan catches him, hits a big body tackle. Rowan throws Dante back in the ring, hits a face hugger choke slam, hits another one, and gets a victory. Who cares? I still want to know what the fuck is in that cage. So for all the note takers, all the classmates here on the fucking video, What did you guys learn? That nobody cares about fucking Eric Rowan and nobody cares about what the fuck is in that cage. Did you guys get the biggest lesson of the day? That champions doesn't lose, will never lose, should never lose on live television? Did you get that note down? Good. Good. So far you're passing if you fucking took all the notes. You're passing so far. You're passing. Eric Rowan wins. Do you give a fuck? No. Moving on. Charlie Caruso. Oh, Charlie. Oh, fucking Charlie. Oh, moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Charlie Caruso interviews Andrade backstage and Zelina Vega is with him. Caruso says Andrade will be the favorite in the gauntlet match tonight because why? Why would Humberto? Well, why would Andrade be the favorite? Why would he? He lost to fucking Humberto Carrillo on 2 straight occasions. And can I ask, what's the whole point of this fucking gauntlet match? After what the fuck we got? Over a fucking hour of this fucking gauntlet match. What was the whole purpose of this match? Nothing. Nothing. Caruso says Andrade will be the heavy favorite in the gauntlet match tonight. I would just want to know why, because Humberto has beaten Andrade on 2 separate occasions. Now, folks, another lesson that you guys should write down on your papers. When you're on a losing streak, as much as Andrade is on a 2-match losing streak. For example, Andrade has lost to Humberto Carrillo at TLC last night and on Raw last week. Andrade should not be competing in no way, shape, or form. If you're on a losing streak, you should not be competing or at least getting an opportunity to fight for a championship. For example, Andrade was in his fucking gauntlet match after losing 2 straight matches to Humberto Carrillo, and yet he is granted an opportunity to be in a gauntlet match to fight for an opportunity for a U.S. title against Rey Mysterio. Wins and losses, folks, this is what I want you to write. Wins and losses should matter in WWE. If you're on a losing streak, you should not be competing for an opportunity at a championship. Class is in session, folks. Class is in session. So Caruso says Andrade will be the favorite in a gauntlet match tonight, but Humberto Carrillo is also in the match. Andrade speaks Spanish, so Zelina steps in and mocks Charlie. Zelina says they know Humberto has beaten Andrade twice, and it was the best thing that ever happened to Carrillo. How would you know that? But it was also the worst thing, because now they take him seriously. Andrade speaks more Spanish, and they walk off. I have no idea why we having this gauntlet match to begin with. Why? You had Ricochet, you had Akira Tozawa, you had fucking Matt Hardy, you had fucking R-Truth, you had Andrade, and you had fucking Humberto Carrillo. Why is Akira Tozawa in this match? Why is Matt Hardy in this match? And why is R-Truth in this match? Ricochet, I don't mind being in this match, although he was a fucking main event last week. Or 2 weeks ago. Either one. I think it was last week. Heard that Ricochet was a fucking main event last week or 2 weeks ago when he fought against fucking Cedric Alexander on main event recently. So you go from fucking main event to competing for a U.S. title all of a sudden. I don't mind Ricochet in this match because I love Ricochet. I don't mind them. But what is Matt Hardy, R-Truth, and Akira Tozawa doing in this fucking match? If anything, just book a triple threat between those 3 men. Between Ricochet, Humberto, and if you want to add Andrade, I don't know why Andrade will be in this match. Just book a traditional one-on-one match between Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo. And the winner faces Rey for a U.S. title match. Somewhere down the road. They could have gone about this in any type of way but a gauntlet match. This wasted literally an hour of my time. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Bobby Lashley, Lana will have a victory party next. Oh, just more garbage. More garbage. More garbage. Lashley and Lana come to the ring, hand in hand. We see replays of last night's tables match which they cheated to win over Rusev. I mean, it's a tables match. There's no disqualification, so there's no way they cheated. Lana says that she knows we were all busy scrolling through Instagram yesterday, so in case we didn't see what happened, she will tell us how her hot boyfriend destroyed Rusev in a tables match. She announces Lashley as the winner, and he goes to pose on the ropes. She talks about how beautiful Lashley is and how he gives her the butterflies every single day. The fans chant Rusev Day. One thing about Des Moines, Iowa tonight, and we'll probably get the same thing next week, this crowd sucks. One thing that I noticed with the entire fucking show, this crowd sucked. Sucked. Terrible. Lana asks the fans to stop because they're trying to move on, and Rusev Day is dead. She continues talking about how beautiful and wonderful Bobby Lashley is, but the fans keep chanting Rusev Day, so Lashley tells them to respect her. Listen, I will say this right now, and somebody may mention this to me on, I believe, last night. Monroe Sky, who's the Mrs. and Maurice's daughter, has more better acting skills than Lana will ever dream of. Notes, folks. Take notes. Take notes here. Monroe Sky, a little girl, is better on acting, is a better actor than Lana. Did you get that down? Good. Lana says she wants Bobby to tell the world how much he loves her. So she has an engagement ring, and she hands it to him to propose to her. Lashley looked weirdly out by it. Lashley says he doesn't like when people tell him what to do, and at this point, everybody was just going crazy. Oh, Lashley has finally seen the light. Oh, Lashley is finally a fucking smart guy by now fucking telling fucking Lana what the fuck to do. He says Lashley says he doesn't like when people tell him what to do, except her. And the fans just started booing from there. He gets down on his knee and says she's the most gorgeous woman in the world and the best female wrestler in the history of WWE. I immediately fucking puked. Puked, I said. When Lashley said Lana is the best female wrestler in the history of WWE. Mr. Lashley, you are the most blindest, stupidest son of a bitch in wrestling history. You are the most dumbest superstar in the history of pro wrestling when you said that. Really? He says Lana is the best female wrestler in the history of WWE. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Lana? Best female wrestler in the history of WWE? Huh? So, fuck a Trish Stratus, fuck a Lita, fuck a Jazz, fuck a Sasha Banks, fuck a Bayley, fuck a Becky Lynch, fuck Charlotte, fuck Asuka, right? Oh, Lana's the best female wrestler in all history of WWE. That is so fucking stupid. That is fucking retarded, bro. Stupid. I immediately puked. I was like, yeah. 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 This is a joke. This is an absolute fucking joke. Yeah, people in this fucking community will support this shit. Let me say this right now before I continue with this fucking review. If you guys support this Lana, Lashley, and Rusev storyline, if you support this storyline, if you are a fan of this storyline, you are the biggest fucking virgin in the wrestling community. If you support this shit, you are the same kinds of people that want AEW out of business. If you support this shit, you are the same kinds of people that was sucking Roman Reigns' cock from 2015 to 2018. And if you support this shit, you are the same kinds of people. You are the same kinds of people that say AEW sucks every single week. How can anybody defend this garbage? How can anybody enjoy this shit? This is channel changing garbage. This is channel changing garbage. This is fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Lana, the best female wrestler in the history of world wrestling. Are you fucking serious? This is, I just don't, I can just stop right there. I can just stop the review right here. I can just stop the review right here. He knows they'll be the best power couple the company has ever seen. Oh, but fuck me. Fuck Triple H and fucking Stephanie. Fuck that, right? Fuck that, right? He pops the question, and Lana says she can't believe it. She's shocked. She accepts it and says he can marry her. Lana is brilliant, just FYI. No, she's not. She's fucking god-awful. She's god-awful here. She raves on about how great their wedding will be and says it will take place on Lana Day. They kiss and they leave the ring. The way, and I can see this right now. I can see this right now. I can see this right now. I can actually think this fucking happened. When Lana was saying yes, 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 that is the same way she sounded when Bobby Lashley was giving her the fucking BBC. Remember when Lana was saying yes, 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 yes? I bet you she was sounding like that when Bobby Lashley was clapping her cheeks. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. This was terrible. And I fucking been saying this for weeks. I've been saying this for weeks. Ever since the storyline first started, I've been saying, I guarantee you, when this tables match is over, when Lashley beats probably Rusev in his fucking tables match, Lashley is going to propose to Lana and we get the wedding on the final Monday Night Raw of 2019. Guess what? I'm going to hit you with a spoiler. If you guys don't want to hit the spoiler, fast forward the video. I'm about to hit you with a spoiler in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have been told, I have found out on Twitter that the wedding between Lana and Lashley will indeed happen on the final Monday Night Raw of 2019. The wedding was made official next week. Well, you'll see it next week. They made the wedding date for December 30th. What the fuck did I tell you? There's no way people in that company watches my videos. There's no question. No fucking question. No fucking question. Like fucking Storms told me, I am a fucking prodigy. There you go. Lana and Lashley will have their wedding on December 30th. Edition of Raw. They want to end the decade with a fucking bang, and I guarantee you that will be the last part we see on Monday Night Raw. This will be, and I guarantee you, I'm going to make another prediction. Most likely this will happen. The wedding will be the last part we see on Monday Night Raw. This wedding will be the main event of Monday Night Raw in 2 weeks. Guarantee you that happens. I'm a fucking genius. I'm telling you, I'm a fucking genius. Then we move on to the 1 hour gauntlet match. I'm going to sit here and be honest with you. I did not watch this gauntlet match. Did not. This was terrible. Although some parts of the gauntlet match was good. I was fucking hearing it on the fucking TV while I was fucking playing Switch. While I was playing on my Switch. I don't care. We got R-Truth versus Akira Tozawa. First, R-Truth is eliminated. So, Tozawa moves on. We got Ricochet versus Akira Tozawa. Ricochet wins. He eliminates Tozawa. Then we get Matt Hardy versus Ricochet. Ricochet beats Matt Hardy. I'm not going to go over the whole thing here. Then we got Ricochet versus Humberto. I was watching it. I did watch Ricochet versus Humberto. It was a good match for the amount of time that they got. I did not watch Tozawa and Ricochet, but people were telling me it was good. I didn't watch it. I'm not going to go back and watch it. I did watch Humberto and Ricochet. It was a great one. Great matchup. Great matchup there. Humberto eliminates Ricochet. And then we got Andrade as the last guy left, as he is going after Humberto. We got a no contest because Andrade exposed the concrete and he hit the hammerlock DDT on Humberto on the concrete floor. We never got a fucking ending to this gauntlet match. It was a complete waste of everybody's time. After this, I do not want to see no more gauntlet matches for the rest of the fucking 2020. I don't want to see I don't want to see a gauntlet match unless if it's for a elimination chamber or for a world title. Or a world title contention match. That's it. That's it. I guarantee you, the next gauntlet match you see, it'll probably be for the number one contendership for either the Raw Tag Team titles or for the WWE title. Guarantee you we see that next. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. This match did nothing for me, although Humberto and Ricochet was the second best part of the entire show, next to Becky Lynch's promo, which we'll go over in just a little bit. But what happened after this gauntlet match got me a little bit interesting. Got a little bit interesting. We returned from the commercial break, to see Humberto Carrillo being put on a stretcher and wheeled from the arena with Rey Mysterio in tow. Seth Rollins' music hits as Humberto's stretcher is halfway up the ramp. Rollins comes out with the Others of Pain and Rey gets back into the ring. Seth says Rey's steel pipe. Seth has Rey's steel pipe and he instructs the AOP to attack Rey. They crush Mysterio and Seth gets in the ring saying he didn't want this. He sets the pipe down beside Rey and says he remembered that last week when Rey gave it to Kevin Owens. Attention to detail. Rollins came out with the same pipe that Rey gave Owens last week. Attention to detail, folks. Write this down. Attention to detail. Rollins had the pipe that Rey gave to Kevin Owens last week during the Seth Rollins heel turn last week. I love that touch. Nice touch. Nice touch. Give them props for that. I'll give them props for that. Rey tries to grab the pipe, but Akam stands on it. Then they lift Rey, hit a double team move. Seth lifts the pipe again and says it didn't have to be this way, but it's Mysterio's fault. But he's a merciful leader. Tonight is Rey's lucky night, and he owes him one. Rollins starts to leave, but then comes back, hits Rey with the stomp. Rey sold the stomp really, really well there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, the only spoiler I saw was the announcement with the wedding between Lana and Lashley for December 30th. That was the only spoiler I seen, because after the gauntlet match, I was barely on Twitter. But I do know who has the spoilers. If you guys want to find out, DM me on Twitter. I like this move. The fact that Rollins had the pipe that Rey gave KO last week. It was a nice touch to attention to detail. It was nice there. Pretty nice there. But what happened after really caught my eye, and I told myself, Rollins attacked Rey with the stomp. He used the OP to attack Rey, used the stomp. Since there was no winner of the gauntlet match, I guarantee you, because of what happened between Seth and Rey, we'll probably get a U.S. title match next week. And guess what, folks? This is exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. Coming up for commercial break, Rollins is walking backstage with AOP when Charlie Caruso approaches him. She asks why he attacked Rey Mysterio, and Seth says he made it clear. He had a score to settle. So that was the score to settle. He mentioned it earlier in the fucking night. He says the real question is why he didn't put Rey in the hospital. But that's because Rey wouldn't be able to answer his challenge. Charlie asks, what is that challenge? And Seth says he challenges Rey to a one-on-one match next week on Raw for the United States Championship. There you go. I predicted that on Twitter. I said it on Twitter. As the second I tweeted it, boom, it happened. Come on, folks. Seriously? I see the future. Now, will Rollins beat Rey for the U.S. title? Maybe. Maybe. In my honest opinion, maybe. I don't see Rollins winning the U.S. title, but what will that do? What would that do for Rollins? I don't know. I have no idea. Because, and also, if you really think about it, if you really sit there and think about it, wasn't it we supposed to get Rollins and Ray for the Universal Championship when Rollins was champion, and we never got that match? I love the fact that they're fucking giving Ray a match with Rollins when we were supposed to get that match for the Universal title on an edition of Raw a few months ago, and we never got that match because Ray got attacked. So we never got that match. So instead, I think we got Humberto, versus Rollins, I think. It wasn't for the title. I think we got that. I have no idea, but I forgot. That's how much I don't care. I remember we were supposed to get Rollins and Ray for the Universal title, I think, on Monday Night Raw. And we never got that match. Because Ray got attacked. So I love how the fact that we're getting this match next week, this time for the U.S. title. I love that. But then again, I got to sit here and ask the question, what did Rollins do to get a U.S. title match? So I'm guessing stomping Ray to the ground offers him a U.S. title match. So if you lay your hands on a fucking champion, you will get a title match. Notes, people, notes. If you attack a champion, if you are a challenger and you put your hands on a champion, you get a title shot. Wins and losses need to matter in WWE. They really do. Same thing with the tag team division. Wins and losses have to matter. Everything in World Wrestling Entertainment, wins and losses have to matter. NXT, when it comes to wins and losses, they matter. We got a promo from Randy Orton, who says he gets a match against AJ Styles tonight. A man who beat him at WrestleMania just a few years. Actually, it was this year. I don't know why Orton said a few years ago. It happened this year. The man who built SmackDown, but this is Raw. And if he needs a reminder on who he is, he'll remind him with an RKO, with the three most deadliest letters in WWE. RKO. We see highlights from the main event of TLC last night, which people are still defending, by the way, where the Kabuki Warriors defeated Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Asuka comes to the ring alone because Kairi Sane is not cleared to compete. Well, she ain't come alone. She did come with Kairi Sane because although she is not cleared after what happened last night. And I did look back at it. I think Kairi suffered a concussion on that table spot on the outside. That's what I think. I think when she was going to go for Becky on the table, she hit her head first. So I hope she's all right. But she is all right, though, from what I've heard. She's all right. She's just not clear yet to compete. Later tonight, we'll hear from Becky Lynch in an interview right after Asuka's match against Deonna Purrazzo. Asuka's opponent is Deonna Purrazzo from NXT. Now, I hope, although Asuka won here with the Asuka lock, it was clearly like a 2, 3, 4 minute matchup. Asuka wins the Asuka lock. Match was it wasn't that bad for the amount of time that he got. Deonna Purrazzo was from NXT. I seen her on the Mae Young Classic last year. On the Mae Young Classic last year. I believe she was in it last year. I think she got eliminated in the second round, if I'm not mistaken. One thing about Deonna Purrazzo that I've seen at the Mae Young Classic last year, she's a phenomenal performer. She's a great athlete. And if she's on Monday Night Raw on a permanent role, I would love to see more of her. I really would. I would love to see more of Deonna Purrazzo. She's cute. She's really cute. I want to see more of her if she's on the Raw Women's Division. And if they fucking book her right, maybe 2020 will be her year. But I want to see more of her if she's on a permanent role, permanent basis on Monday Night Raw. So Asuka versus Deonna Purrazzo. This match was quick. Asuka wins with the Asuka lock and Purrazzo taps out. Charlie Caruso, match is alright for what it was. I do want to see more of Deonna Purrazzo. I really do. But Asuka gets a victory over Deonna Purrazzo on a very quick match. Charlie Caruso's backstage with Becky Lynch for a sit-down interview. Charlie asks how Lynch is handling the loss at TLC last night. Lynch says she's been off her game for the last few months. She was taken out of singles competition and put in the tag team in the tag team division. And at first she thought the powers that were were trying to bury her, but they were trying to protect her, which is worse. She says she saw the merchandising and the advertising they're protecting from Asuka because she's the real cash cow. However, the title on her shoulder proves she's still the best. Becky says, you could say she's handling the loss by looking at things honestly. Charlie asks what she would say to the people who think Asuka would be champion. Lynch says her opponents usually need her, but she needs Asuka, the one person she hasn't been able to beat. She needs to face Asuka. Attention to detail, folks. Another attention to detail. Becky and Asuka faced off last year. Not last year, this past year. This year's Rumble that happened back in January. They fought one-on-one for the SmackDown Women's title, and it was a great matchup. One of the best women's matches all year on the main roster. One of the best women's matches all year on the main roster was Becky and Asuka at the Rumble back in Phoenix, back in Arizona, back in January. Can you imagine? And they fought for the SmackDown women's title when they were on SmackDown. Asuka and Becky fought for the SmackDown women's title back in January at the Rumble. I can see them doing a Asuka Becky Lynch match in Houston at the Rumble in 2020 for the Raw Women's Championship. They fought for the SmackDown Women's title back in January. And how great that match was. Asuka is an opponent that Becky has never, ever beaten. Has never beaten. I can see them going at it at the Royal Rumble in Houston for the Raw Women's title. Because Becky needs an opponent. Who are you going to put to face Becky at the Rumble in January? You got to put Asuka. Becky thinks that she'll be more of a better person if she beats Asuka. Because Asuka's the one opponent that Becky has never beaten. I don't mind it. I would love to see, and especially with the match that we got at the Rumble back in January, I would love to see another matchup between Asuka and Becky. And this time, it will be better. It will probably be just as good as the one we got back in January. So this will be good. Finally, guys, main event, we got Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. This match didn't do anything for me, didn't care. This was a rematch from WrestleMania. Although they were supposed to put this match on the card for TLC, I don't mind that it's happening on this main event. I don't mind it. I don't really mind it whatsoever. But I didn't really care for this match. Orton won with an RKO. Or Styles was going to do the phenomenal form. Orton counted the RKO, 1, 2, 3. Then the OC comes out, attacks Orton. Then we get the Viking Raiders attacking. The OC hit the Magic Killer. And then the OC fucking stands tall as the show goes off the air. So what did we learn tonight on this episode of Raw? Nothing happened. Outside of Becky's promo and Humberto versus Ricochet, nothing else happened on this show tonight. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Rollins didn't explain himself on why he turned to the AOP. You got champions losing on fucking live TV. You're booking a fucking match from TLC last night and you're putting it on Raw to have champions lose. That's what we learned tonight. What else happened on the show? Nothing. Nothing happened on this show. Nothing happened on the show. Hope you guys took notes. Hope you guys enjoyed class. This is the official. And well, that is the reality of things here. Well, this show is terrible. I don't know why people are fucking defending this shit. That's it. Class is over. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Class is over. Class is over. I hope this video made you more smarter than ever after watching this fucking review. This and that, folks, is the reality of things right here on the official Monday Night Raw review right here on the Reality Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed Raw Review, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Raw. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support. Hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on both guys for all notifications. TLC reviews live on the channel right now, as well as my reaction video to Gary Cole signing a 9-year, $324 million contract. Link to all these videos will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Also, both of these videos, links will be down below in the description. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you guys are following me on social media. Instagram, at your boy Chris YT. Twitter, Chris from Long, and Snapchat, Chris from here. And like I said, folks, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support. Hit the subscribe button down below and turn on both guys for all notifications. I'll see you guys on tomorrow. For Throwback Pay-Per-View Rewind, which I want to call it now. Throwback Pay-Per-View Rewind of SummerSlam 2002. See you guys tomorrow then. Until then, I'm Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video all over social media. See you guys tomorrow for Throwback Pay-Per-View Rewind. Till then, I'm Chris. Talk to you guys later.